Tajik Film and Jahannamot channel present an author's project by Mirzo Asozoda from the series My Krina. On the Trail of Dinosaurs. Tajikistan is a fairy tale land of mountains and legends, a country of contrasts and contradictions in all. In nature, in climate, in the social sphere. Occasionally, the Middle Ages here get along with modern technology, the scorching sun with everlasting ice, and the hospitality and generosity of the people with striking poverty. But that's not all. We will only travel around one small corner of Tajikistan. The historical and natural park of Shirkent. For tourists, the Shirkent Valley is a place of unlimited possibilities. Hiking, sports tourism, historical, ethnographic, adventure tours, rafting, biking, jeep tours, recreational tourism, and much more. More than 300 sunny days a year, and you can travel not only in the summer but in the spring and autumn. But how beautiful is this region and rich in nature. This picturesque park of Asia with a huge variety of mountain canyons and slopes on which in the summer livens as a carpet of millions of blooming wildflowers. Iris flowers, poppies, edelweiss. How charming is the combination of mountain ranges and alpine grassy meadows. It is here that the most pure and indescribably beautiful springs exist, bordered by the highest Rocky Mountains crowned with snow caps. This is where almost lunar landscapes are enlivened by intricacies of juniper trunks, twisted by a strange force of the wind and sun in an incredible shape. It is here that reigns the mystical silence, and at each new turn of a steep trail is a new mystery. And it is here that many find the answers to the most intimate questions of life. But to see of this place, we should go many kilometers on foot, over rough mountain paths. We have to cross the parallel world. Not everyone manages to look ahead and reveal the secret of the mysterious Shirkent Park, as in the middle reaches of the riverbed of Shirkent is compressed an almost impassable canyon, which protects the pristine world of this protected region. The historical Shirkent Nature Park is the only place on the map of Asia that has no village roads, unless we note the tens of kilometers from its exit. And it is very positive. If you build a road, homes, and cottages, then from this untouched nature, nothing would have been left long ago. Construction of a holiday home and all other settings are destroying the wildlife of Shirkent. The only non-intrusive option is to build a cable car on the shores of Sarbina with several paid parking places. At an affordable price, then it will be comfortable and convenient for tourists and visitors. And wildlife will not suffer from the negative actions of humans. Those people who love to live in grandeur cottages and homes have nothing to do in Shirkent, because this wild, untouched nature cannot be destroyed just for the sake of comfort, the world that has little place left on the earth. We started our journey to Shirkent along the banks of Sarbina. It is before reaching to village Hakimi. Turning to the left side, and before us awaits a 50-kilometer walk on foot, while our guides, Haitali and Khalboy, smoke with the operator. Our group is of 6 people, which I'll talk about the other 2 in the final part of our journey to Shirkent. In our short time of rest, we will look at the past of Shirkent and then continue our path after dinosaur footprints.
Cubes were here a little, the top of the bottom one, the top 100.
We must begin from afar. Tethys existed in the time of late Paleozoic to Mesozoic, in other words, in the period from 320 to 66.5 million years ago, sharing the ancient continents of Gondwana and Laurasia. Around 280 million years ago, from Gondwana separated the so-called Cimmerian continent, which slowly crosses Tethys in the end, colliding with Laurasia about 200 million years ago. In this regard, it is appropriate to speak of the 2 oceans of Tethys, Paleotethys 320 to 260 million years ago, and Neotethys, or simply Tethys, 200 to 66.5 million years ago. The increase in the Atlantic and Indian Oceans and the subsequent displacement of the plates led to a gradual reduction in the size of Neotethys. In the end, about 66.5 million years ago, the remains of Gondwana collided with Laurasia, forming the Alpine Himalayan mountain belt, which includes the Pyrenees, the Alps, the Carpathians, the Pamir, and the Himalayas. After the collision of continents, Tethys sometime was a small depth body of water, covering most of southern Eurasia. The eastern parts of the Mediterranean Sea, Black Sea, and Caspian Sea, the Persian Gulf, as well as the Malay Archipelago Sea, are remnants of the Tethys. We continue our path, passing some distance up the mountain ladder. We passed under the most remote place and appeared at the beginning of the ascent, where ends coast Sarbina. Still at the foot of about 100 feet directly, transmission to the pass of Yahob, or according to local language, Akbay Yahob, opens before us, the lost world. That world which lived in their time, then the dinosaurs, millions of years past primitive people. You breathe and feel the spirit of the era. Our operator Tavarali showed us pieces of ceramic tiles, stone tiles, and various implements of the Stone Age, dating back 1,000 years. It seems this place was risers for the people of the Stone and Bronze Ages. This is evidenced by traces of primitive people and the place of burial, the old grave, and different pictures on the description of stone tiles. And of course, lots and lots of different economic utensils. Life in this place began in the Stone Age, in the 4th-3rd millennium BC. Archaeological sites are divided into two major groups: monuments of the Stone Age and medieval. Monuments of the Stone Age unite 10 locations and parking of primitive people from the Middle Paleolithic to the Neolithic. Later, the area was part of the Valley of Bactria, then the Greco-Bactrian and Kushan states. This is evidenced by archaeologists' finding of remains of ancient cities and settlements. Today, however, from them remained only rounded mounds, called tepa or home. All monuments of the Stone Age and the Middle Ages, primitive people, sites, the ancient mining production of copper and copper tin ores, cemeteries, and irrigation works are archaeological attractions. Interesting ethnographic objects, localized mainly in the village Pashmikulna, demonstrate some domestic, cultural, and religious traditions of the modern population of the Shirkent Valley. By the way, this is the main village, Pashmikulna, place for visitors of the barrier and the nearest suitable parking for the dinosaur. It is considered the center of historical and natural park of Shirkent. It is a seasonal village. Only in the warm period, residents and lowlands on donkeys and horses bring their bees and chase honey and look after their pets, and the first frost, which already occurs after August 20, leaving Pashmikulna. Already it is noticeable. These seasonal workers already cut juniper forests, started to destroy the nature of Shirkent. The territory of the park began to separate Tajik government officials as their own pasture, which destroyed a lot of medicinal plants. In the course of the work in limestone rocks, we found the remains of shells of bivalve mollusks of the late Cretaceous era. From deep in the soil, these shells are testament to the fact that there was a coastal part of the sea. Further, our path followed up to the dinosaur footprints. Right on the slope, we saw something like a frozen desert, sand dunes. These are traces of the coastal shallows, where stuck the wave ripples. Dinosaur footprints might have left on a wet coastal soil. Here by the sea, we could find food in abundance. Further from the sea, dinosaur footprints nearly could have not survived with such quality, and such an indicator, the scientific community of the world accepted as the most accurate in the world of science. They are referred to as Shirkent 1, Shirkent 2, and Spad Kharkush, located upstream of Shirkent. In Shirkent 2 was found more than 200 dinosaur tracks of the Jurassic period. The clearest traces were in Shirkent 1 and Kharkush. These findings are included in the Global Registry of Fossil Traces of Life on Earth. At one time, scientists from other countries involved in paleontology studied Shirkent traces. So, before our eyes appeared a smooth chain of 8 almost half-meter tracks, with even step intervals of approximately 1 meter. Of the 8 tracks are well-preserved 3. In them are clearly visible borders of the foot, toes, and claws. Traces of 5-fingered with a big foot and short fingers. For a long time, the scientific community could not come to a common opinion whether it's a dinosaur. The fact is that traces of dinosaurs are similar to of chickens, 3-toed with long fingers. Shirkent traces are not similar to any of the types of traces found on Earth. it was supposed that it is traces of ancient bears. But in the end, after much research, it was decided that these footprints belong to a special kind of dinosaur. By the way, these analogs of footsteps of pentadictyl dinosaur still don't exist in the world, and that makes Shirkent tracks a unique treasure of history. How can traces be preserved to the present day? After all, their age is more than 80 million years. Long ago, there was the border of the sea. Dinosaurs in search of food passed through the moist soil of the shore, leaving their traces. Then, as a result of changes in the relief of the crust caused by volcanic activity, the sea vanished. Traces dried out and covered by leaves and plants. Next, on top of that, imposed all sorts of precipitation, including those from soils of different breeds. Because this period lasted a million years, traces remained deep underground and fossilized. During this time, in the result of collision of underground plates, here were formed mountains. Cretaceous layer has resurfaced. And precipitation, erosion of the top layer of the reservoir exposed dinosaur footprints. This is the simple scheme of study. All these places that hold the secrets of the ancient history of the Earth can be seen in our mountains. Like a giant layer cake, mountains absorb almost all periods of the development of life on Earth. And being here among this precious gift of nature could not help think that people do so little to save it. At the site of dinosaur tracks had to be equipped special shelters that protect them from the weather, observation deck for visitors, and a staircase leading to the next tracks. In recent years, traces were badly damaged. If you do not save them, they will disappear forever. Depending on the climatic conditions, traces in Shirkent 1 could disappear in the next 2 or 3 decades. Currently, this unique monument of nature, due to our indifference, is slowly being destroyed. Yes, this is alarming. Dinosaur footprints, which lived in ancient times, millions of years ago, were kept in the womb of the earth, and recently in our days, uncovering themselves out of the earth, may disappear forever. But the dinosaur footprints are not the only attraction of this place. Among the rare are the mineral traces of stone borer drilling and the giant wave ripple marks, mud cracks of sea mud, and core relics in the sections of the Mesozoic. Surrounded on all sides by high rugged mountains, the valley from the north closes the snowy ridge, Darai Yahob, and Mask Kodırga, some peaks which reach a height of 4,400 to 4,500 meters. Against the background of gray granite rocks and glittering snow ridge stands out the lower tier of the relief, formed by red sandstones and conglomerates that make up the broad steppes here, stretching over 5 kilometers and named Shirkent Barrier. Bizarre forms weathered in the Mesozoic sections of tower and lax reddish color are replaced by terraces covered with bright juniper forest, which gives the entire Shirkent barrier a fabulous view of the fortress, such as Madrasas Bobusherov, Cave Mumio Kamar, mountain streams Mumio Kamar, Yahob, and Sandal Daryo rinse for centuries their way into the monolith red rock, creating a naturally natural bath. Waterfalls and grottos. Shirkent barrier has a lasting impression on all who have come here. Now a little about the purpose of the park's creation. Shirkent Valley, where the eponymous historical and natural park is located in, was created in June 1991 in order to preserve the gene pool of unique flora and fauna, ecosystems, natural and cultural values, as well as the management, proper maintenance and study of southwestern Hisor physiographic region. Historical and natural monuments in the valley of Shirkent River have great scientific and recreational value, and together with the picturesque landscapes make a basic continent of historical and natural park. To date, the area of the historical and natural park is 3,000 hectares, and in the long term, it is expected to expand to 30,000 hectares. About what we have seen in Shirkent, and to the extent that was possible to show you, we have come to the conclusion that in the world there are many places where nature shows its beauty to man. But there's hardly another area, such as Shirkent, where in a small space are scattered among the wonderful mountain landscape, at the foot of snow-capped mountains surrounded by forests, under a cloudless, colored blue sky, juniper groves and creek water which overflows all colors from pale green to dark purple. Flowing stream of clean rivers, soft carpets of grass, underfoot the boundless sky without a single cloud, in which it is simply impossible to watch without astonishment and admiration, forever remain in the heart of everyone who has seen it all. All this history, culture, and ethnography we showed you as best as possible. But let's not forget about the water resources of the park. The main waterway of the park is the river Shirkent and its tributaries Sandal Daryo, Mumyo Kamar, Daryo Yahob. The power of these rivers is cold and icy. In the upper reaches of the river, there are 14 medium-sized glaciers and snowfields, with a total area of 4.5 kilometers squared. Complex intersection of ridges and melting of earlier formed shafts or moraines created the conditions for solitary mountain gorges, aquacious streams originating from the mountain tops. Flowing along the gorge nourishes the valley. Transparent springs, shady juniper groves, perennial trees, and diversity of wildlife, and above all of this, blue arena of the cloudless sky. In these rivers can be fished for farrel, marinka, and Tajikistan catfish. But there is no way to forget about the rich flora and fauna of Shirkent. Among the people, the vegetation of the world is called a means from 99 diseases. According to ancient healers, just like it is impossible without flour to bake bread, as it is without the world of plants, cannot be cured many diseases of humans and animals. area of juniper forest of Shirkent is a wellness destination for virtually all kinds of diseases, with the exception of cardiovascular diseases. Thus, junipers of Shirkent deserve great attention and care in order to keep them as a unique natural phenomenon. The most widespread in the Shirkent is a belt of juniper forests. Vegetation of Shirkent is subordinated to the height climatic factors, which is why there is a succession of plant complexes in a high profile. Standout belts are xerophytic woodlands or shiblyak 1000 to 1800 meters. Deciduous forest or blackwood 1800 to 2600 meters above sea level. Juniper forests 2000 to 3000 meters above sea level. Subalpine meadows 2800 to 3000 meters above sea level, and alpine meadows in combination with mountain steeps 3000 to 4000 meters. Each of these zones is different from each other in composition and structure of vegetation, value of this vegetation and natural balance, uniqueness, and value in the economic, recreational, scientific, and cognitive terms. And for lovers of wildlife, Shirkent Park is the perfect place with a rich fauna. Shirkent fauna includes 150 species of vertebrates, of them 30 species of mammals. It is interesting that during walks through the neighborhood you can see walking down brown bears, marten, ermine, weasels, and marmot while basking in the sun. Quietly unnoticed, sometimes descends snow leopards. In this time over your heads is flying an eagle in search of food, griffin vulture watching carefully from a tree, and parallel a Tajikistan secker and Barbary falcon with the local name Shaheen also conduct their hunt on something. In Shirkent Park, you can see 40 species of resident and 55 species of migratory birds. Area of the park has a strong ruggedness and altitudes of 4,000 to 4,500 meters above sea level in the north and 800 to 1,000 meters above sea level in the south. Compared with other climate highlands of the southern slope of the Hisar Ridge Park, the climate is colder and dry. Summer here is less hot, winter is long and severe, and in the fall and spring seasons reduced. The average annual temperature ranges from 11 degrees Celsius in a warm zone at an altitude of 1,800 meters above sea level and up to 8 degrees Celsius at an altitude of 3,000 meters above sea level. Average snow depth in February reaches 60 to 70 centimeters, and the total number of days during which keeps the snow from 100 to 130. Traveling to Shirkent National Park is especially most attractive in the spring season, mid-April, mid-June, and autumn from early September to early November. Advantages of traveling to Shirkent are proximity and the safeness of the area, good trails, convenient access roads, and the opportunity to travel in a time when other mountainous areas are inaccessible due to deep snow. Tourists and nature lovers can make along the way a quick stop or stock up on food in the village of Hakimi and houses along the banks of the river Karatag and Shirkent. There is a great choice and at affordable prices, since up to the village Pashmikuhna, there is nowhere else to buy products. So our journey through Shirkent is coming to an end. All the time when I worked on the film and traveled to Shirkent, I felt as if all the time on the road next to us were Antoine de Saint-Exupéry and his character, the Little Prince. Exupéry and his character Little Prince, who are so loving and says from Baobab, his little distant planet, and not 1 minute forgets about their single favorite flower. We should also as them love and protect our land. While baobabs did not let their roots deepen on our land, if they're not recognized in time, then you won't get rid of them. They penetrate through the roots, and our mountainous country is very small, and they will tear it to shreds. Our task is as The Little Prince by Antoine Saint-Exupéry to protect and defend the innocent nature of Shirkent, and it was a nice to journey in time with them. This is, in my view, and the most beautiful and the saddest place in the world. This is the area of mountain barrier. I have shown once more, so you can see it better. If you love a flower, the only one that is no longer on any of the many millions of sites under the stars, it is enough to look at Shirkent and feel happy, and say to yourself that this is where lives my flower. Goodbye.